Dear students, welcome back. This is the third video of week 2, and in this video we are going to learn about another exciting and influential type of writing is media writing. You all are familiar. You read news, you read blogs, articles, showbiz news, sports about war, trade, commerce, industry, and a lot more what is happening around you. You find this all information around you in your on home, on television, in newspapers, in social media, Facebook, Twitter. They all are the different channels where such subject matters circulate, and this type of writing is called media writing. Let's see first what is the definition of the media writing. Media writing is all about the current affairs, updates, and public affairs, which include or range variety of subjects: politics, business, culture, and much more. The objective of the media writing is to inform, educate, train, entertain the people about certain general and delicate matters of the society and of the international scenario. Another major objective of the media is to influence on the people's mind. Media plays a very vital role in changing the mindset of the people. It helps the people to understand and follow the new concepts and encourage them to keep pace with the day to day happening. Well, let me explore the importance of the media in the historical perspective. Students, not long ago, I'm not going to talk about media in subcontinent 100 years ago. I'm just taking you back in 2000. In the year 2000, in even before, only the newspapers and 2 or 3 national public sector channels like PTV, like some other was PTV World, and some channel was in, and the people had to watch those channels. They would often listen to the news, and we, being students, were interested in cartoons, some wrestling uh, videos, or the early morning or in the evening the talk shows. Fine, fine. But later on in 2000, the world changed. In the era of Musharraf, new technology emerged. Televisions and FM radios were given license. Uh, People got interest in journalism, and it is the time when very common people appeared on the national surface, and they become renowned. They become the educated, they were called intellectual, fine, and they earned a lot. Clear? And that was the time from 2000 to 2010. uh, People were following mostly the traditional media. However, we were advanced in geo television and other. But the life changed when the international cellular companies, smartphones, and e-commerce appeared on the world stage, and mobile phone became the product common in every hand, and then backed up by the social media apps like Facebook, Twitter, and Yahoo, and many other search engine. They help the people, engage the people interest, and the media flourished in Pakistan and so in the world. However, the media was introduced quite lately, but uh, people learned all about it. Media brought lots of change in our life, our way of thinking, access to information, and discussion about the international affairs. Media has actually made us an international person. We are interested, for example, in the conflict of America and Iran, Russia and Ukraine, Taiwan and China, fine, and other uh, affairs which are not directly linked to us. But we listen, we talk, people write, comment. It means that the media has changed the lives of the people a lot. Then, when the media flourished and the new types of entertainment was introduced in Pakistan, like Geo Television, Hum TV, and many other televisions started. The people were engaged in the television programs, different kind of the drama serials. Well, but the matchless, there is no comparison of the social media. YouTube provided the people very means easy opportunity. Whosoever wished to be a journalist was not able to find position easily. He himself is a journalist. You simply have to pick up a cell phone, write, and write a blog, make a video, uh, and discuss your views about your favorite dish, political party, policy, or everything. Fine. So let me sum up all this discussion that media writing is all about updating us what is happening currently in our life, in our country, and outside the country. Media writing develops us or it chisels us as international person. Fine. Now the next slide. What are the different types of media writing, or we may say it, different products of the media writing? The very first thing is news. 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 A particular style of prose that is used to report on the basic facts of a particular event. Mean, news is a description about some very special, notable event in either walk of our life, in either department, an accident, some scientific research, some action of the police, means something which is important for the people to know about, which is important to for the government to know about, is called news. News is a very powerful tool, and the news collection is made by the reporters in general language, trained journalists hired by some newspaper reach the event and asks specific questions about some incident. For example, there happened an incident in the 6th road. Fine, a journalist would go and ask question, look at the scene, make pictures, fine, and then develops into a news story, and that story is developed in the journalist questions. It is what happened, where happened, when happened, why happened, and how happened. Clear? And they are called news. Well, another type of the product is called feature reviews. Feature reviews are a product of media and journalism, and feature review and aim is to offer an opinion or recommendation to readers, adopt a more informal tone. Reviews actually are different from the news. News is time based, clear? It is linked to specific event. But features are about some series of events, policy matters, some some long discussion about some subject matter. For example, the inflation in Pakistan. It can be a feature review in which the expert writer would trace out the history of the inflation. For example, he starts talking about inflation in the past 3 months. Fine. He compares the inflation, tell the reasons, shares statistics, clear, and also discuss his own opinion. Whereas in news, we cannot express our own opinion. Whatever the journalists have to express or to communicate to the public, that must be factual. Otherwise, that is not news. And feature reviews in simple language are the commentary over some policy issue, problem, be it a national or international, be it is social or commercial or business or industry, in which the expert develops a hypothesis and shares the arguments on his own logic and reason. Another thing is called columns. A column is a recurring article or piece of writing most commonly found in newspapers and magazines. And the writer is free to express their own opinion in the space allocated to them. Dear students, when you open a newspaper and while you are listening to this video, you can log in to Dawn News and open the editorial page. And in the editorial page, it is in the middle, you find columns. Columns are is the personal opinion of some expert about any subject matter. For example, in today's discussion, you may find the columns of the different writers in editorial page about the elections happening took place in KPK and some regions of the other regions of the country, and different people may have shared the different opinion. Clear? And column is always published at a specific space, mean a specific position is allocated to writer. Well, dear students, in the past, columnists used to be very prestigious in the newspaper because they were the experts over the variety of subject matters and they would get fame. For example, uh, for your interesting information, Javed Chaudhary, a very famous columnist of the Jung newspaper, is the employee of our organization BIIT. He was editor here. He would use media studies, but later on he handed on this art of writing columns and became famous. And now he is a YouTuber as well and earning a lot of fame and fortune. Fortune mean money. Clear? And the modern shape of the columns, you can say, sort of blogs. Editorial. Editorial is an article, usually opinion based, that is written by a senior member of the publication's editorial staff. Editorial is when you open the newspaper and reach the editorial page, clear, and in the English newspaper, you find a connected writing about the most important, most burning question, problem being happened or being faced in the country. That is written by number one is font you find is bigger than the normal writing. It is developed by the expert hired people of the newspapers. And difference is that if something is found illegal, illogical, against law in the editorial page, then the newspaper is responsible. The newspaper staff, the editors and others are hold responsible, are often called in question in court of law. But in case of column, more it is the journalist or the writer is responsible about his or her thoughts, and sometimes the newspaper management also have to face the consequences. Well, the students move to the next slide, and I'm sure that you have learned the different types of media writing. Let's expand it. In the modern time, the media writing includes tweets, comments on the Facebook, blogs, reviews. So they all are the different flavors and products of the media writing. Well, research writing. This is very important to learn about, and we also have already we have talked about the research writing. I think that we should end this video here and start our topic of the research writing in the next video.